The near-death experience of a couple who became caught in rapid floods while camping in northern New South Wales is igniting calls for stricter regulations. Their booking, made through US platform Hipcamp, lacked any warnings that the grounds were prone to flooding or an evacuation plan. That's despite Eungella camping ground being located about 30 metres from the Oxley River. Lauren Forbes has this investigation.
Eric and Wendy Payne went to bed on what appeared to be safe dry camping ground in Eungella, west of Murwillumbah, only to be woken by this. The banks of the Oxley River breaking right beside them on New Year's Day.
Got the car out by the time I got back, probably 2 minutes later. The water was up to the bottom of the van.
The raging waters pulled down their caravan awning, trapping Wendy and their dog Ollie inside.
So I had to physically open the door because the awning was across it. Wendy had Ollie, so the two of us got her and Ollie out, and we then had to walk basically with the water stream.
The van was gone in minutes as surging water pinned their 4 friends against 2 cars until state and emergency services arrived.
My friend Caroline was absolutely petrified. She thought she was going to die. I thought they were going to die. It was just awful, and I felt very helpless.
The pair booked the camping site through the US-based platform Hipcamp, an Airbnb-style marketplace for camping spots, without any warning of flood risk and no evacuation plan. That's despite the Oxley River flooding 2 times before in the last decade.
By rights, we should never have been put in a place that, was very dangerous, and it could have ended up so much worse than what it did. Very closely did. So I just think they should have some sort of responsibility.
It was here in this unassuming location where things quickly turned deadly. Within moments, floodwaters broke the banks of the Oxley River without notice, leaving the pair just seconds to escape with their lives before their caravan swept away. The ordeal left Eric and Wendy shaken, the heaviness of the experience matched only by the resulting financial burden. A burden Hipcamp is yet to relieve with any compensation.
I've gone to Hipcamp basically just to say, well, we've lost X amount, RSEQ's paid Y amounts, can you just pay us a difference? And they're just stonewalling, getting nothing from them.
Sky News contacted Hipcamp, giving them several days to address questions regarding their campsite safety protocols. They released this statement saying Hipcamp is constantly working with hosts and local governments to continually improve and ensure the safety of our guests. As extreme weather events increase in frequency, our team will continue to evolve to meet the needs of hosts and campers. But Tweed Shire Mayor Chris Cherry says those efforts have fallen short.
There was very much a refusal to kind of accept responsibility for the regulation of the Hipcamps operating and whether they're operating in safe areas or not.
She's calling for tighter agritourism controls to prevent such life-threatening situations.
I think it could be really easily done by requiring that Hipcamp, when somebody wants to register as a host, they have to produce documentation that shows that they have an approval or comply with the exempt provisions.
A crucial step to prevent deaths and the terror experienced by a couple who found themselves on a holiday from hell. Lauren Forbes, Sky News.